This is supper, leftover chili with some pasta. It's an awfully big bowl. There'll probably be more left over. It's almost 6 p.m. I watched the little guy today while Mom and Dad dropped Spencer off at Aunt Kim's house, and they went to the movie to see the latest Mission Impossible one with Tom Cruise. And when they came in, I said, "Well, how was it?" He said it was really good. He said there was a lot of stunts in there he would never even dream of doing. Some parts even underwater. If the submarine dropped 500 feet or 5,000 feet, I don't know what and other things going on. And he says, I never even think to attempt to do those things. But he said it was pretty good. So there you go. The little guy was pretty good today. I was sitting on the floor, rounding up some toys to play with. He comes over and hands me a cup with a spoon in it, or a fork in it. He just hands it to me like, here you go. It was empty. And I said, thank you. And then he goes back over to the little side table where Brian usually sits at the couch. And he brings me the maple syrup container. I said, thank you. Apparently Brian forgot to take his stuff back to the kitchen. And little guys like that can get into so much mischief and trouble. But the syrup was not spilled, thankfully. And I put it all away. Talked to my friend Robert today. He's in New Jersey. He was the guitar player for the Linda Ronstadt review, and he's taken kind of a sabbatical from that. It just got to him for a while. So he was in the New Jersey beach house in Rehoboth Beach. So we talked for a little while, and I had told him about, like on Facebook, you'll see, here's some people we think you'd like to be friends with. Joe Blow. And you have a button to push to be friends with them, or a friend request or whatever. Well, one of them was this actor guy from St. Louis. I knew about him a little bit. I knew where he went to school and stuff like that. And I thought, well, what the hell? He looks like he might be a nice guy. So I clicked on friend and sent a friend request. Well, it was accepted. And that entity, person, whatever, contacted me. We talked a little tiny bit back and forth, texted. And he says, do you have such and such application? Telegram or something? And I said, no, I never heard of it. Well, I looked it up and it said scammers can use that because it's encrypted and it's private and blah, blah, blah. He said it's his private line. He had purchased some land somewhere, and the phone line is from there. And I've heard so much about VPNs and stuff like that, how you can pretend you're somewhere in the world to be able to watch TV without having to pay for it. Your VPN number is somewhere in Britain or something, that kind of thing. So I know that possibility is there. And I know AI is there. And I know robotic crap is there. But, I'm old enough that did not exist when I was in the prime of everything. So I'm skeptical, though. So we talked a little bit, and he said, if you want to call, this is the number, and the country code is a different one. I know someone in that country, Rebecca and Graham, I know in that country. The land of thunder down under. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, some of the wording sounded a little weird, but he said, well, you know how it just sounds weird sometimes when you say something. He's almost insulted me by telling me that I shouldn't read into it or something. And I talked to Robert about this, and he said, well, if you're not sure if it's the real guy or not, unfriend him. See what happens. If they want to really be your friend so badly that they need your information and all that, they'll go after you to get it. If it's a real one, he's too busy with his life to try to get me back as a friend, So we'll see. That's what I'm going to do. tomorrow is Memorial Day. More about that tomorrow. And we are having a barbecue here at 3 o'clock. Kimmy's coming over. Her brother Jason's coming over. I think Uncle Dan's coming. Uncle Dan is the more conservative uncle. So I'll have to dress nicely and behave. I'm going to try to make some kind of a carrot cake without flour, but with oats, ground up oats and carrots and yogurt and stuff like that. I'm going to try to make that, take it over tomorrow if it turns out. I don't know, but it looked good online. I watched it on YouTube. So we'll see. I'm going to try to make that tonight because it has to be refrigerated to be worth it. Boop, 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 boop. 5:55. Ooh, magic. This phone doesn't seem to hold charge very long, so I'm going to try to wrap this up quickly so I can upload it. And uploading time usually takes about 3 hours. Don't know why, but it does. I'm trying to catch up on some of the YouTube viewing that I haven't done yet today. On Sundays, there's certain people that put out what they've done all week. Martijn Doolaard is a Dutch guy that lives in the Italian Alps, and he redid some old stone houses, and he lives off the grid. He's my son's age, but he looks 20 years older. It's tough doing all that. And Laura Kampf, she is moving to LA slowly. She has a house in Germany, and she lives here basically in LA area. I met her. She always comes up with, this got some kind of particular problem, like storage problem. How do I handle it? And she comes up with something and makes it. And she's a maker. I like doing that too. I can hear them outside. 6 o'clock. They're playing before they have to go in and go to bed. Brian's off tomorrow. So, this vlog, Mission Impossible movie, he says he recommends it. Playing with the kids, napped with the kid, 2 hours. Doing okay, gonna eat this giant bowl or part of it of leftovers. Got so much to do, as always. Upward and onward.